And looking to go live here. I am live now. Greetings, everyone. My name is L.W. Smith II, and I'm coming at you from my home office in Okeechobee, Florida. And I've got a little story to tell you tonight, and a little bit instructional, and maybe you'll find it humorous too. Anyway, I moved here to Central Florida back in '98. My wife followed a couple months later with the kids and that. So I've been in Florida for pretty near 22 years now. Come November, will be 22 years. And when you move to Florida, there's a couple things you got to learn, but there's three pretty ones that are, I'll say, Central Florida. Now, our town is a fairly decent sized town. It doesn't have that many people when it's not in season. We have about 6,000 full-time residents, and we swell to well over double that, maybe even triple or quadruple that when we call it snowbird season. A lot of people come down here. And but anyway, if you live in Central Florida, you travel to the coast quite a bit, either the East Coast or West Coast, and you can travel north and south. But the big cities are it's pretty much okay. But if you travel in the central part of the state, gas stations, convenience stores are few and far in between. So one of the important things about that, when you move to Florida and you're traveling around, you got to take this in your car with you, and you have this too. Water. Always have water with you. You never know when you're going to need it, and you never know when you're going to require this. Now, you can also, what we call one wipe Charlies, like baby wipes you can have, and you can take those along, but that's an important thing to remember. Another thing to remember here in Central Florida is that Florida is the lightning capital of the United States. There's a storm come up, you need to take cover. I checked on the statistics, and there's been 62 deaths in Florida from lightning strikes in the past decade. So always watch out for lightning strike. Now, you maybe wonder why I got the mower here behind you. Today I was mowing. This comes up to the third item in Florida, and this is especially important for those that are allergic to bug bites. I was mowing at our church. I do that. I've been doing that for about 10 years now, and happened to bump against something, and something got stuck in my blades. Yep, get over here on the one close to me. There we go. That blade there. And I had needed to check it out. And so I got in a spot, and I needed, because it stopped my blade, and I had to figure out what got caught in there. And happened to just pull back and lay down on the ground. The important thing in Florida, anytime that you stand, kneel, sit, or lay down on the ground, you have to check for fire ants first. And this time I did not. Anyway, I couldn't figure out what it was right there, so I had to get on the mower and move, not realizing that till I stopped and got my mower kind of situated where I could see the blades, and I looked down, and I was covered and all of a sudden I started getting bit. I looked down, and I was covered in fire ants. I mean, literally covered in fire ants. And so, rip off my shirt, try killing these things, and I'm going to have to apologize for in case anybody was driving by at that time, for the scene that they might have seen. I can imagine a kid in the car going, "Hey, mommy, look at that. Some crazy old man is tearing off his clothes and hitting himself." Not something you want to see, or maybe can't unsee that. So anyway, that's the three main things about Florida. And check for fire ants. Might save you from being embarrassed like myself. So I'm L.W. Smith. I appreciate it if you gave me a like on this. Put it on both Facebook and on my YouTube channel. And if you head over to the YouTube channel, subscribe if you would for me. And I'd appreciate that. And tomorrow, Sunday, get to church if you can. If not, watch it online. And you take care. So, love you all. Live long and prosper. And we'll catch you the next time.